dropped all the boxes when I put them on the rack thing. My new diary has arrived, and this is the design I went for this year. I always order my diary, or I have done the last 3 years, from Papier. I'd love to have my own diary one time, like a Katnipp one, but look how cute it is. And this time I didn't spell Katnipp wrong, because look at this. This is from December, and it says Katnipp Studios, but it says Katnipp. This was last year's. I have changed the layout slightly, which is a tiny bit annoying, because I like to have the same layout, because I get like used to it. But this is my new one, it's pink. To be fair, I really like the cover of these, but I never ever see the cover, but it's nice to have them like stacked up. They also serve as like kind of an actual diary where you can see how your life was when you look back on it. My 2022 one, I can't believe how fast these years are going. It's actually a little bit worrying. So this was my 2022 one. As you can see, all stacked up. They look really cute, like the colours and stuff. Can't believe how many planners that I've gone through, and I use these every single day, particularly at work. We are going to be planning our whole year in business, like literally the whole year. I already have an idea of all the product collections that I want to get done. In fact, I have already been working during the Christmas break on my first product collection in Q1. So it is going to be Lunar and Sprinkle collection. I do it every January and February. I kind of do like a space theme and I add to it every year. I decided to add a new character, and I wanted to like slowly add all the planets that you can collect. So we've got Lunar and Sprinkle, the moon and star, and the first character we are going to add that's a planet is going to be Saturn. So I'll put on screen the sketches that I actually did, and I actually shared a poll to my Patreons first and then to Instagram and YouTube community tab, see which one you liked the most, and then I'm going to use that as a character base because I want to create a mouse mat and everything. But more on the full collection in a little bit. But today's task, I'm actually going to write down all the collections that I actually want to get done. I wrote down last year, if you watched it, all my plans and goals for the year ahead. So I'm gonna go through this with you guys, see what was a failure, see what actually worked. Last year I decided to change up my business structure and how I did things, because previous to that I used to just work every quarter on like random product ranges and just release them randomly, whereas now I do it in quarters. I break my product launches up in quarters and I work on it, and then I do a big launch, which worked really well last year, and it also meant that I managed my time much more efficiently. However, this year there were still things that I learned last year that I need to tweak, and I'll share that with you. Things like timing, when I need to release things. I am going to get my sketchbook out, plan my year, and then I'm going to go through it with you. Let's get it out and get to work, shall we? Oh, so pretty. This is one of my favourite mouse mats. I'm actually going to be using blue and purple to match the theme for my planner this month. look how cute this looks. Planned the week. Now it is time to get this out, which is my notebook for the year, and take a look at what goals we set last year and see how we managed to get on. I've brought my little pen trolley, which is normally at the side here, but it's a bit too far for me to reach. Alright, so this is the diary I've been using to plan my goal. This was actually a gift of Emily Harvey. Let's just turn to the first page. I actually started this last year and I think I'm going to use this until it's full every year to like plan my collections and stuff like that. And the first thing I did last year was plan out my collection ideas. This year I am taking this failure to mean that I need to do less product collections in general, because I think originally I planned 7, so you can actually see it here. After I planned my actual collections, which were all the different product items and ideas, I then wrote down the dates to work towards them, and I really feel like having this many launches, this was 7 launches in 1 year, it was just way too many, because it didn't factor in for the account that you might have things and life events that pop up and travel and holidays, things like that, and this is what I learned the hard way. So I planned 7 launches, which I think now is actually a little crazy. I think less is probably more if you focus on the quality of your product launches and do maybe 4 or 5. That's what I'm hoping to do this year. I ended up not doing that, but instead of this I did a Sakura collection. So I ended up crossing these out and changing it to one big Sakura collection, which ended up being really successful. This year it's going to be this Bumblebutt daffodil theme. This is the thing with business, you feel like it is really the long game, and a year in business actually isn't that long. Like, you don't actually get that long to do what you want. I wish I could do everything all in one. Here is summer, and we didn't do any summer launch. We basically did a relaunch of the sold out Sakura products instead. Not only that, but I actually was away in June for the whole month traveling Japan. Let's tick them off because we actually ended up doing it. So we did the autumn one and we did the Bumblebutt one. I tend to write down my ideas so that I can always look back on this. August, again, we didn't get anything done because we were focusing too much on autumn, but I wanted some functional planner stickers in, so I may bring that into this year. And then in Christmas, we did indeed do the Katnipp 2024 calendar. And then I did originally plan for the Christmas collection to have an ice skating collection. However, we ended up doing a Candy Cane Academy collection instead. We also meant to do gift tag stickers on sheets, which we ended up doing, yay! So overall, the collections ended up being quite successful. We did do quite a lot of collections, apart from the summer 2 here. Because of my travels in Japan, we decided to just do a relaunch of that and all the sold out products, which worked out really well, and then we got straight to work in the summer on the autumn and Halloween collection. Anyway, let's take a look at my big 2023 big goals. So I wrote down Gingy and Spice book. Again, huge failure. I'm a little bit sad about this, to be honest, but we will do it one day. This has been pushed off for 2 years now. Publish Katnipp.com. That was probably one of my biggest success this year. And we also worked with Shopify, which was amazing. Write and illustrate my first book. I didn't end up doing that. Christmas cutters didn't do that. Spice Push didn't do that. Multiple enamel pins did do that. So we managed 2 out of 5. So now let's open a page and plan out 2024. I first ended up writing down my plans in the sketchbook, but I realised after looking at last year's plans that I wanted a digital copy too that I could constantly look at throughout the year. If I'm being honest, I love writing things down physically because it helps get my ideas on paper, but the problem is I wrote my goals down in this book and never really fully looked at it again for the rest of the year. This is why I decided to create a brand new page on my Notion. Notion have actually kindly supported this video too, so a huge thank you to Notion for sponsoring this segment. But you guys probably know by now that I have actually been using Notion for years, and I have a daily to-do list that I use every single day, and I find it really handy, especially when I'm traveling, because it means that I have my plans, my planners, my goals, my content calendar, everything that I have on my Notion. I can access it no matter where I am in the world, which is super helpful to me, particularly because I do a lot of traveling and I enjoy traveling, and also working from home. It's handy to have because then I don't have to rely on having a physical planner. So this year I decided to actually do a full yearly goal spread for Katnipp after writing down my ideas in my sketchbook, and I'll give you a little tour and show you the in-depth plans because I've actually broke it down by quarters. So let's take a look at it. Okay, so this is my brand new 2024 goals for Katnipp on my Notions page, and look how cute this is. So I'm going to give you like a full tour. This is honestly, I wish I did this last year. I like having it in my sketchbook as well, don't get me wrong, but this is just like, this is what I'm going to do going forward because it's so cute. I really wanted to make it really aesthetic and pretty, so I did kind of like this visualization thing where I've got like me, I've got like my planner, and then I've also got like some illustrations I find really inspiring. I've got one of my jumpers which will be coming up in a new vlog very soon, and I've put it right above my daily to-do list that I use every single day right here, so that I can always have a look at it and see my visualization, see my goal. And I actually use this template by Wild Amani Creative if you guys want to check it out. Down here, the first thing we've got is my year at a glance, and I've got the words for 2024. So I've got creative, aesthetic, cozy and calm. That's kind of the vibe I'm going for 2024. I want to feel creative, but I don't want to feel burnt out and stressed and rushed, which I feel like I did a little bit in 2023. I'm not gonna lie, because I had a lot on my plate, and anyone who's a small business owner will know that that is probably the case, to be honest. So I'm thinking by having positive affirmations of being cozy and calm and relaxed, and having Katnipp and all my socials feel like that as well, it'll hopefully make me more calm and cozy and relaxed, because it can be stressful running a business, I'm not gonna lie, and it is hard to juggle everything. And then my mantra for 2024, which is the same sort of thing, is work is gentle, fun and cozy, take your time and do good quality work and enjoy the process. So let's have a look at the big goals and dreams for 2024. So these are big goals and dreams that I haven't brought down in the quarters, but sweaters and clothing range, I want to change the way that I'm doing it, because originally I was just buying in my sweaters. I've put plush keychains question mark because I need to source the supplier, and then I've also got at least 4 new product launches published weekly and consistently to YouTube, and another one, grow my email newsletter for katnipp.com so that I'm not relying on social media and the algorithm as much. So there's my big goals and dreams, there's my mantras, and then coming down here we actually have my goals and launches by quarter. We have a planner, stickers and greeting cards launch, which we're going to get to work on straight away in the next coming vlogs. Then we have pocket planner tiers, which is my little space launch, so that's that launch, and then also a daffodil and ducks launch, which will be kind of ready for spring. Also Mother's Day and greeting cards, greeting card range, which I will be doing for Valentine's Day as well, which we'll be working on very soon. So this launch right here will be separate to these two. These two will be launched at the same time, and this was actually inspired by my travel trip to Japan. When I went there, we went during the rainy season or the summer season, and there were blue hydrangeas everywhere in June, and I just was so inspired. I thought, oh my gosh, how good would it be to have a blue pastel blue collection, because I haven't really got anything that's blue themed in Katnipp. And then I also have like a mini launch where I just want to increase my stationery products. And then quarter 3 we will be focusing on autumn already. How crazy is that? And that's July and September. And then quarter 4 is going to be Christmas, so we're going to be the Katnipp calendar 2025, and then a chubby reindeer collection. This is actually again inspired by my trip to Japan. If we scroll down, I've done a full breakdown, goal breakdown of 2024, and I've done a product breakdown of each one, and I've used the same little emoji for each quarter. And then basically, as you can see here, I've took my product launches and I've broke down every single product item that I would like to tick off in that collection. Down here I've actually planned a social media / studio schedule. Now basically what I mean by this is when I'm in the studio and I'm not doing travel days or filming for Catherine K, my personal brand, I want to have it kind of broken down, like what days I'm doing what. Actually, do you know what, I might actually duplicate this and do one where it's like a travel schedule. Plan days where I have days when I'm traveling that I work on my social media days or something, maybe a Tuesday. Let's change it to green or blue. Green, no, green. Ta-da! And yeah, that's it. So I'll probably change this a little bit. And this is my full Katnipp 2024 breakdown. How much better is this than having it in my sketchbook? I feel like it looks so aesthetic and pretty. I might actually come in here and add some nice images as well, and imagery, because at the minute it's pretty basic. I might add like a nice image here, like a picture or something, and just make it even more aesthetic. But that is like my vision board. It makes me feel really excited for 2024. A huge thank you to Notion for sponsoring today's video. I would have showed you guys this anyway, because this is what I was planning on doing. The fates have aligned, so a huge thank you to Notion for actually sponsoring this video. But this is my actual Notion that I'll be using for Katnipp 2024. Speaking of 2024, we need to get to work on the new thank you cards, because at the minute we have a chunk of thank you cards. Let me show you. So these are our Christmas thank you cards, which we are currently just still putting in orders, to be honest, even though it says Merry Christmas. Not very good. But on our January calendar for 2024, we have Marshy and the Happy New Year sign. So I'm actually just going to convert this into a thank you card. What are you doing, Daisy? Say hi to the studio vlog. It's been a while since you've been on here. Say hi, guys. Oops. I have literally been living off roast dinners since Christmas. Literally my favourite. But I've still got work to do tonight because I want to get ahead of my work and the vlogs, and because I'm away in January and February. Also, you might find it weird that I'm like taking it out of the lunchbox to put on a plate, but I like looking at my food visually, and I want to get ahead of scheduling vlogs and stuff for Katnipp and Catherine K. Ooh, look at that roast dinner. So I'm going to enjoy this, and while I eat this I'm going to watch Dean on Ghost of, is it Tokushima? Those potatoes are the best. Fluffy? Fluffy, what are you doing? Dean's trying to play, but she's just trying to curl up. That's so cute. So this is my little cozy. Oh, why is it doing that? This is where I usually work when I work on my personal vlogs and my Katnipp vlogs. So this is pretty much going to be me for the rest of the evening. This is my home setup. This is where I spend my evenings if I need to edit from home. Sometimes I'll sit on the sofa and edit, or I'll edit in my bed, which is really cozy as well. But this is where I can focus a little bit more. It's the guest room. We also have loads of plushies, like Bumblebee plush on the bed, so cute, and some teddies from Japan. A lot of people actually ask me how I manage to juggle everything, like editing and doing Katnipp and my personal channel, like growing my personal brand. And if I'm being totally honest, it is a little bit of a struggle sometimes. And I also get the question, why haven't I outsourced, or why don't I outsource my editing? And the simple fact of the matter is I simply can't afford it right now. Editors cost a lot of money. They have to trail through hours worth of footage and put it all together, and it's just not affordable for me at the moment. And also I do enjoy the editing process, but obviously we have to work into the night often, and I have to, if I want to travel and juggle things, I'm just in that kind of hustle part of my life at the minute. I have always thought that hopefully, touch wood, if we can have children, that might be the time to maybe slow down on the work and travel front and focus on like my children and doing it more slow paced. But for now, I feel like I'm in that moment where I just have to work, but I still feel really, really lucky to even be able to do this sort of thing, so I don't mind at all. This is just the truth of it. If you want to try and grow and like grow a second hobby and stuff, this might be what you have to do, or at least it's what I have to do. Anyway, I'm waffling now and my camera battery is about to die, so if you enjoy these small business vlogs, definitely go check out the rest of the videos like these ones on my channel. Hopefully you guys will like them, and I'll see you in the next one. Alright then, thanks so much for watching. I love you. Goodbye.